You are listening to Hoop It Up with Suhas.
You're listening to Hoop It Up with me, Suhas, and what a manic Monday it's been. This year, free agency has been the most mind-boggling ever. So we've got a list of who has gone where and for how much, and what the starting lineup will look like for some teams in the upcoming season. And I'm sure it's going to screw your head as well.
This is Hoop It Up.
So the Nets have signed Kevin Durant. Yes, at a whopping $164 million for 4 years, and Kyrie Irving for $141 million for 4 years. That's a huge deal for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan will also join the Nets, but reports aren't confirmed about how much money they're going to pay him. Lots of twists and turns as far as Golden State Warriors are concerned. Jordan Bell decides to stay with the team, but I think only a dramatically higher offer from another team could move him away. Quinn Cook, who stepped in brilliantly in the final series when the team was dealing with several injured players, several teams have expressed interest in him, and he's unlikely to stay with the Warriors in the upcoming season. A lot of teams have expressed interest in DeMarcus Cousins, and if he can command a higher price than the Warriors, then he'll definitely move out. The next one is going to hurt the Warriors fans. Andre Iguodala submitted a cryptic tweet which gave away KD's move to the Nets, and he did that right before the trading began. This has resulted in him being traded to Memphis Grizzlies. Lakers are really interested in buying him out from the Grizzlies, but man, what a player he's been for the Warriors, winning the MVP also in the finals. I'm sure Oakland will really miss him. Kevon Looney plans to meet with the Houston Rockets and Chicago Bulls, and if any team pays him better than the Warriors, so he's definitely going to move out. Now getting on to the Lakers, there's a lot of buzz. LA Lakers is planning on building a super team. They've been really after D'Angelo Russell, and everybody was expecting him to make a comeback, but as the sources would tell us, when he heard Warriors were offering him about $117 million for 4 years, he did not even blink. We're all waiting to see where Kawhi goes. Lakers have been gunning for him for a few days. Magic Johnson, who is not a part of Lakers anymore, had apparently spoken to Kawhi's uncle to convince Kawhi to join LA Lakers. Kawhi has also met Rob Pelinka and had expressed his interest to meet the owner Jeannie Buss. Let's hope Lakers can crack this deal. A few days back, they also bought Anthony Davis. Now they're gunning for Kawhi. They're gunning for Iguodala as well. They've offered Rondo the minimum price, and he has until 3rd of July to get back. There are rumors that Danny Green might join. They're gunning for Seth Curry as well. And adding humor to the free agency Monday were the New York Knicks. Can you imagine? They had an opportunity to close Kevin Durant, and they did not. There were rumors for weeks that if KD joins, Kyrie Irving might follow suit. And they did not close on both of them, and both of them ended up joining Brooklyn Nets. Well, without saying much about them, let's listen to Stephen A. Smith and Matt Barnes react when this news came in.
Needed a few minutes to gather my composure. Somehow, some way, I'm just trying to hold it together, you know. Lifelong Knicks fan. Years of mediocrity. I thought this was going to be it at least weeks ago. And then, you know, when I was doing First Take, and we were in Oakland, and I got word about Kyrie in Brooklyn, realizing that meant KD in Brooklyn, realizing that the New York Knicks were going to go without anything. $70 million in cap space. Porzingis gone. Porzingis can't be gone. And we don't get KD, and we don't get Durant, and Kyrie rather. No way! This can't happen. In 3 years, the Brooklyn Nets have accomplished what we've been waiting for the New York Knicks to pull off for a half century. And more specifically in 20 years, in the last 20 years, this is what they pulled off. This is what they pulled off.
There's no hope in New York until Dolan sells the what?
Wait.
Right there.
Where?
Right there.
Sell the team, man. Give New York some hope. There's no hope while you're running that team. There's just not. Like Andre Iguodala said, no one's going to New York.
Oh yes, please sell the team. You had this one opportunity to make this a successful team, reach the playoffs, and who knows, become the world champions, and you let it go? Well, all I can say is all the best, Knicks. So moving on, let's look at what some of the teams will look like this year. Let's take a look at the Pelicans. So they've got Lonzo Ball from the Lakers. They've got JJ Redick, who came in from 76ers. Zion Williamson was the first pick in the drafts this year. Brandon Ingram and Josh Hart again from the Lakers. I think they're a good mix of young players, and whether or not they reach the playoffs, the season will tell. 76ers, Ben Simmons, Josh Richardson from Miami Heat, Tobias Harris, Al Horford from the Celtics, and Joel Embiid. That's a solid bunch, I believe. Let's look at Golden State Warriors. So they've got Steph Curry, they've got Klay Thompson, D'Angelo Russell, Draymond Green, and Damian Jones. It's going to be a tough year for them for sure. They don't have KD, they don't have Andre Iguodala. Let's see who can fill in their shoes. And I love the team. I love the camaraderie between the players and the way they play the game, the way they approach the game. Even after they lost to Toronto Raptors, you could see Steph Curry and Steve Kerr. They had that moment where both of them were laughing and they must have cracked some joke. But, I love the way they approach the game. Other teams, will be quite clear in the coming few days, and we'll keep you updated. Hope you had a good listen today. It was a manic Monday indeed, and more manic for the Knicks. They should be beating themselves right now. Follow us on Instagram. The handle is hoopitup.in. On Facebook, it's HoopItUp India. And we're on Spotify, Spreaker, Google Podcasts, Apple Music, iHeartRadio, and Castbox. All you need to do is search for Hoop It Up without any space. So see you soon. Till then, Hoop It Up, baby.
This is Hoop It Up.